In France, these are the 8 most beautiful cities to visit at least once in your lifetime. France is spoiled with lots of beautiful cities. Here are the 8 cities to visit at least once, whatever it's for their culture, food or lifestyle. Strasbourg. Offering the pinnacle in French living, the Alsatian capital, with its remarkable cultural, historical and gastronomical heritage, is without a doubt one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. A microcosm of Alsatian identity, Strasbourg has climbed the ranks to become one of the most desirable tourist destinations in France. You don't arrive in Strasbourg by accident. This city has many attractions, with particular standouts being its gastronomy and its leisure activities. In the winter, as in summer, a stay in Strasbourg will always be full of surprises. Walk around the city and visitors will discover Petite France, the Tanneur district, the Vauban Dam, Neustadt, meaning New Town in French, as well as the picturesque streets of the Grande Ile and the famous Notre Dame Cathedral, the lofty masterpiece made of stone and glass, which celebrated its 1000th birthday in 2015. Toulouse. Situated between the Atlantic and Mediterranean, the heart of the southwest of France beats in Toulouse. The perfect combination of great lifestyle and history, Toulouse will charm you especially by adding a dose of that famously rhythmical accent to your holiday. Former capital of Languedoc, and today a gem of the Occitan, Toulouse has long been a key French city. History resonates on every street corner. The so-called Ville Rose, Pink City, gets its name from the specific brick made in the region, preserves the traces and marks of its history everywhere you turn. The golden age of the city was between the 12th and 15th centuries, when its beautiful convents such as the Cordeliers and the Jacobins were created. Lovers of art and architecture will delight in ambling around the Place du Capitole, built according to the orders of classic 17th century architecture and nestled in the center of the city's colorful streets. Bordeaux. With its long history, unbeatable heritage and new dynamism, Bordeaux is a happy middle ground between chic Parisian attitude and the relaxed atmosphere to be found in the south of France. The Pearl of Aquitaine has long been called La Belle Endormie, the Sleeping Beauty. In 2007, it joined the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and it is a true showcase of the best French culture has to offer. When you're there, wander through the cobbled streets, of which at 1 kilometre Sainte Catherine is the longest pedestrian street in Europe, or saunter along the quais, which sit alongside the Garonne River. The many busy squares filled with cafes, bars and restaurants, and you might stop and try some oysters, a salade landaise, a magret de canard, as well as a cannel, a local speciality. Lyon. Under the protection of Our Lady of Fourvière, between Rhône and Saône, only a few hours from the Alps and the Mediterranean, Lyon is an invitation to travel through centuries of history and to discover its riches as you walk along its streets. Witness to a tumultuous history of more than 2,000 years and a gem of the Renaissance, Vieux Lyon gives a fantastic impression of the city's multicultural influences. Lyon is a captivating city with a multitude of perks to its name. Throughout the seasons, biennials and festivals follow one after the other. Contemporary dance, rock concerts and art alike are all on offer at the Musée des Confluents. Marseille, France's second city, has earned its credential thanks to its top-end urban development and the range of its creative output. The oldest city in France, it was founded 2,600 years ago by Greek merchants and sailors, and now has more than 1 million inhabitants who are proud of the city's history and heritage. Spread out over 57 kilometers of coastline, of which are rocky coves, the Phocéan city enjoys a record 300 days of blue sky per year. Thanks to its 26 centuries of history, visitors enjoy a voyage through time, from the site of La Butte Saint-Laurent hillock, occupied since antiquity, to the Saint-Jean and Saint-Nicolas forts that encircle the port, to the churches and old streets, and the fantastic 21st century architecture such as the Musée des Civilisations de l'Europe et de la Méditerranée, MUSM. Brest. Drop your anchor in Brest, a proud port city during your sail along Brittany, a wonderful region of France on the coast. This characterful city is neither too slick nor too history, and has a fantastic, slightly rock and roll atmosphere. From alternative galleries to the music scenes and trendy restaurants, there is a common thread in Brest. Passion and rebellion springs from the crucible of this city, both entirely Breton and nourished by the stories of sailors from elsewhere. Inherently maritime here, everything leads to the port, wide open on the Atlantic Ocean, where the coming and going of boats suggests the world beyond. Ajaccio nature has endowed South Corsica with spellbinding landscapes, where mountains, cliffs, idyllic beaches and glowing creeks all compete for your favor. Hikers will love the beautiful landscapes around Ajaccio, such as the Aiguilles de Bavella or the Ospedale Forest. You can also hire a boat and venture into the Scandala Nature Reserve, and divers can discover the exceptional riches the sea has to offer. Gastronomy lovers can enjoy Corsican charcuterie. Beautiful in all seasons, South Corsica should and can be visited all year round. So escape to this small Mediterranean paradise of tradition and pleasure. Biarritz, just a few kilometers from the Spanish border, this coastal city has enjoyed a great popularity for many centuries. In the 19th century, Empress Eugénie, the wife of Napoleon III, the French emperor, chose the city for her summer residence as, at the time, Biarritz was already a popular holiday destination for those looking to enjoy the beauty and delicacies of life in the southwest of France. Today, in the summer as well as in winter, the city is hugely popular for surfers who come to brave the famous Basque waves. Situated between the coast and mountains, Biarritz boasts the first mountains of the Pyrenees, populated with picturesque little villages with their typical houses with red shutters. Biarritz has a truly unique landscape, which invites long walks in nature to discover its wonderful hills and villages. As well as by foot, it is also possible to go by bike or on the back of a potok, a small horse typical of the Basque region.